Well, welcome to episode 25 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, folks, and thanks for joining me here to go and take you through the review of game week 32. Anyway, 33 coming up next, and that's probably going to be the best double game week we'll have. 33, there's not much guarantees. There's musings about West Ham and Bournemouth and Spurs having the double somewhere down the line, and I think City might have it's got another double coming down the line, 36, 37. But like you guys will know possibly better than myself. Just a review of the Christian Nixon Pub Fantasy League here based in Ballyhaunis, County Mayo. And it's our piece of FPL Wonderland, the triangle, as I always say, in Connacht. And most of our players are based within those regions, and we have a few lads from Dublin and around the country and around the world, Australia, Canada. You all know Malaysia. I'm here based in London, so it's a nice little diaspora we have. FPL Top Dogs community, and the Christy Dixon Pub League is one of them, and the King of the Travellers is that classic head to head. So yeah, it's getting down to the nitty gritty here, and let's have a quick look through how we've all got on. Um, there's been a few movers, and it's going to be very tight all the way. I'm not quite sure why it's so difficult to make any sort of mini league or overall progress at the moment. It's at the minute now. I think there's going to be a massive template now in 33 and 34, especially 34 with the free hitters. I managed to get a small green arrow after the triple captain with Isak. Um, well, let's have a look at them here anyway. Newcastle 5, Palace 0, conceding another 5, where they did went 2-0 up against City the other day, and they just got destroyed again 5-2. Mateta has been took off. I think he only got 55 minutes. Not sure. Um, things aren't working out there at Palace for Glasner. And, if you've had Glasner, imagine if there was a goal difference where you got -3 points because you've lost 5-2 and you've lost, so like if you score a goal and if you've had your assistant manager, imagine if that came in. But anyway, yeah, it was just a stunning goal from Isak. Obviously we're all very relieved those that were captaining them. Um, it's a great goal finish, but like he had two chances earlier on, and it could have been easily a hat trick. Could have had another against United, and that's that big win, 4-1 there the other day. Everyone seems to be sharing the goals at Newcastle, so they're very tricky now. Is Barnes in now and Gordon's on the bench? I see, and getting sent off and missing out on all the cup glory. He must be devastated as a player, like to have missed that moment in time. And I think that it was a double yellow card. It was just stupid. No need to do. And Barnes is the man. The Barnes is just so selfish. If he sees any ounce of space, he's gone. He's in. He's scoring. Very ultra attacking, and that's what he's always done. And with the experience with Leicester and them doing really well, don't think he was quite there in the 2016 season. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think even Madison was either. I think he's just after. But being around that club as well, he's got something about him, and we're going to see Kevin Guru Killer Kilbride absolutely destroy fantasy this game week, especially. So he is our FPL top dogs, king of the pops, or top of the pops, or top of the dogs, with 125 points and a Isak triple captain. So he could have easily got a 160 if things. I'm not blaming Isak at all whatsoever. No way, because he's such an amazing player, silky. It's just that he's come across, you know, defenses with three at the back, and that's what they've been all saying on the influencers is that his record isn't standing up so much, but it's the people and the space around him that he creates. for others to step in there. And you can see all the holes against United. God above, it's just shocking. I can't believe what I see. I've got the United top here, of course, just to remind everyone I am United and always will be. I have the top on here, Spurs. I came back from Malaysia and found this, and this is the old green one, the Miracle of Amsterdam. If any of you Spurs fans remember that, that was just some unbelievable night. 2-0 down, win 3-0. I was at the actual home leg when Spurs lost 1-0 to Ajax, and we still had an amazing night. It's like a special night to be semi-final of the Champions League, but then you lose at 1-0. Not absolutely devastated, still top, but you go 2-0 down, and then Luka Moura comes up with the hat trick. So it was amazing that that's as good as it's got for Spurs. That was the top of the top the lot. If any of you remember the jukebox game. Um, God, that got me through a childhood, that game, because you could time it, you could time the button. Du, 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 du. But yeah, so you see where Spurs are now, you see where United are now. Much of the difference. One's got 47 points and the other's got 48 points. So I'm not going to rub it into Spurs fans at the minute. It's just like two amoebas floating about, and one thinks he's got one a brain cell more than the other. They're both bloody brain celled, harebrained, absolutely shocking season. I can't believe what's happened to United. So I can't. Um, but there you go. That's another podcast. So let's go in, and was an amazing night. So obviously Arsenal pulled off an amazing win. I saw the highlights there. I didn't watch it. I was asleep actually. I wanted to be fresh for this, and I just had dinner. So amazing, lovely through ball from Marino and into Saka and dinked it over Courtois. Like look, I'm fair kudos to Arsenal, but PSG coming up. I'm not saying anything. I just realized the older you get, the less you say, the better. Think it, don't say it. But no, I'm not anti. I remember all the stuff with United and Vieira and Roy Keane and Pizzagate and all that. And I'm not going to absolutely adore Arsenal or anything, but you've got to let them have their day. And look at that smile on Saka. It's just delicious goal, it really was. And to see that run from Martinelli, oh my God, he must have sprinted 70 yards clean. I think he could have won the 100 meters. Seriously, I think Usain Bolt would have been done big time. That was a phenomenal through pass again from Marino. Jesus, he's sitting in that pocket. He's interesting, but will he start against Ipswich and the double Arsenal have coming up next? I'm not 100% sure. I think it's Palace. Can you imagine Palace going away to Arsenal? Look at Creeled. I think there'll be a bit of resting. I doubt Saka will start, but there you go. And then will he start the following one after? I think I'm not sure when the Champions League, but look, he should start one of them double games. Let's hope to build up fitness, but he needs to be careful. That was a delicious goal. Um, and then we saw what else now? This is hilarious now because the other game over initially, Bayern Munich. Well, sorry, excuse me, Bayern Hotspur. You know, you'll see if I can get this up. Well, it's Premier League. Got this and that here, there, yeah. Yeah, poor old Bayern out. I was kind of rooting for Bayern in a way, but I kind of grew up supporting Inter Milan. I was always against that AC Milan, Baresi, Maldini, couldn't stop, Tossatini. Oh, give me a break. They were okay. They were good. They won so much, but I was always on the Inter side of things, so I'm not completely devastated. Like I like Inter Milan big time. And Pavard scoring, but Tottenham. Bayern Hotspur here. Poor old Harry Kane and Eric Dyer. Fair play to Eric Dyer come up and score and trying to give a bit of hope. As I flittered around with Tottenham, these two were stalwarts in that Tottenham team that were doing anyway good. And now you see when you don't have that strong or them strong leaders in the dressing room, that Tottenham have gone to pot and there's nobody taken. There's absolutely well, it's the opposite to too many cooks. There's too many Indians at Tottenham, and there's not enough cooks. And I'm sorry to say it, but Ange Postecoglou he's the biggest CEO, KO, whatever you want to say, of all time. He just has no idea of tactics. He's just sitting about, arms crossed. It's all like just go out. Like it's not even Harry Redknapp-esque. He's what does Jamie O'Hara on Talk Sports say, lads, just go and play, play. There's none of that. Well, there is, but nobody's listening. Mainly because the guys can't play, and you see Madison, he's got talent, but he just cannot put a tackle in. He cannot actually. He'll lose you the ball. It's a luxury player. It's a stereotypical luxury player. Lovely free kick when he has it. When he's on his day and he's given space and he's allowed to play, yeah, he looks a great player. But so does the whole Premier League. I think his level is the Championship. Personally, I like the guy, but looking at the facts, he got relegated with Leicester, not that, and he missed penalties for Leicester. I remember, but Leicester fans were really miffed off with him here and there. I think they could have stayed up if but that's neither here nor there. It's just a very interesting night. So I thought I'd wear the Champions League thing, get something out of it. Like, I'm not anti-Tottenham anymore. I just respect where I was in those moments in time. When you get on, you have more moments in time than the youngsters who are all just looking forward to the future, and everything is more concentrated and more, you're either yay or nay. But I definitely you definitely mellow out a little bit more with a couple of more years on. Let's have a look now. Yeah, I was very, very busy. 30, was it 32 just gone? Well, I think it's probably 31. Yeah, I just made a few moves. Yeah, I wanted to get Isak in, didn't I, for the double? So I was able to fund that somehow. How was it? I can't even. Yeah, here it is. I got rid of Wood and Gabriel, which is fair enough. Wood went on to play, but yeah, I think it was prudent. I thought Doherty would be consistent, but now there's an issue with Bellegarde and Doherty. They got knocks. It's just a joke, you know. So I did, the Wolves move didn't work out, but Gabriel got nothing, so it's 1 point better than nothing. Um, and Isak came in and he could have hauled over them 2 games, but I hate that phrase. It is what it is until it isn't. Um, it's so myopic. Seriously, it's really irritating me, that phrase. Just go and think, please. Just don't leave it up to whatever happens. Um, Go out and do something about it, folks. Let's have a look. Yeah, so yeah, Aina. Yeah, I got rid of him. Yeah, and Foden. Then after the weekend went, I just said that's it. I'm having De Bruyne for next game week. So I took a -4. So I took a -4 here to get Isak the last game week, and then this one just gone. I took another -4 to get in De Bruyne and Gay, but I've thrown that all out the window, and I said, well, feck this anyway. It's well, Gay's just after conceding an own goal. He's unlucky the way it came off him, but still, it is what it is. He's going. I'm not trusting him against Arsenal away next. So I said I'm going to do the free hit. I have to do something. I seriously, absolutely miffed off with the whole thing. Did 9 transfers and all. I'm done with Palmer, but I will get him back for. I had a look at my game week 34, and I have 8 guys that will play. Okay, one of them's Bellegarde and Doherty, but I could do a -4 there and get 2 in and just muggle through, because when these people do their free hits, um, they're only going to have 11 players. Okay, but they're all going to be, I think, very, very similar teams. We'll have it. Yeah, we should really have a look at um the fixtures coming up. I'll take a 76 this game with -4, as I said, what I did with the Isak thing, and getting rid of Aina. got Andarty, which is a baloneyville move. But as you can see, like Murphy, that the transfer before that was just a brilliant move. Just very relieved I got in Murphy. At least that's something. But it's just moved me up one place in the Christy Nicholson League from 16th to 15th. Oh, it's just like pulling your teeth out that league. It really is. The Christy Nick is just pulling your teeth out, and nobody else does it. You have to do it. So 34. Like I'm Chelsea. Okay, I'll have Palmer for Chelsea. I've got Mikalenko. Brighton now against West Ham. This João Pedro is an absolute troll. He only scores penalties. He either starts or he does. He starts and scores a penalty, or he doesn't start at all. Completely brain wrecker. Um, I'll be getting in Bowen for my free hit in 33. Nobody's talking about this, but I can get 19 double gamers instead of six, and I can get in Bowen, Isak. No, was it Bowen, Eze, and one or two others that I want to take a gamble on. We'll see now. We'll have a look later anyway. Just happy just to get off that Foden stuff, mate. It's just like he did really well. He got me up that league. I admit, like he got me up about 10 places, and he on his own, and then that was it. So I think I got my Liverpool stuff, Okay, Salah. You could captain Salah there at home to that absolute disastrous Spurs. We'll see how they get on tomorrow night. That's the sort of team I'll be getting back anyway. Okay, there'll be no Palace, but can captain Salah there. I think there's no panic. Um, United, but you can't trust United anywhere at all whatsoever. It. Don't know, folks. Is this hammering? Don't know. Don't know. I'm not saying anything. Wolves now, yes, of course. Himself, Cunha is really, really tasty. And if you people have been looking, at the Wolves assets, and what Pereira is doing at Wolves is just brilliant. Like it's shockingly good what's going on there. Yeah, I know they're all mistakes. Vicario, a couple of mistakes, pushing it out there is stupid stuff. Romero, not putting that ball out on the right, and then Bergveld, the possession is shocking. The four goals came from mistakes. But yeah, I think I'll probably end up with three Wolves going forward. I'm gonna get in Cunha anyway. I just like the run. I think they can do anybody. Okay, City, they're coming into form now, and I want De Bruyne in for the whole run into City. I'll probably maybe not, I won't be captaining uh, in their blank game week. I think they have in 34, but definitely yeah, Leicester, Brighton. There's interesting games there, and I like Embuemo. So I'm going to set my team up and do a bench boost the game week 38, just like a last sting in the tail or something, and figure out like maybe I'll just go for Embuemo there and just maybe who City, City at home there. That's a tricky one away. Possibly could do bench boost where City are playing more, like this game against Bournemouth. We'll see anyway. I'm not going to overthink the bench boost. It's only going to get you 10 to 20 points, and I keep saying that's the dog Molly, but it's she's Rosie. I just think she looks like a Molly. Sorry. Um, she responds to it. Yeah, so I think I'll muddle through game week 34. I'll do two transfers. I'm not sure after the free hit does will I get two transfers in game week 34 anyway. I can't wait with bated breath to figure out the story there. But yeah, if I do get two free transfers, I don't know, I might take three and I can get 11 out, and that'd be it. And I'll try to go a bit differential here. Um, what's this? This is game week 30, 34, yeah. Yeah, just probably never get rid of Parma. Just absolute head case. This complete head case photo. Something mentally gone wrong in that dude now. So injuries, you know, shots blocked. Shots just flicking wide. Nothing really happening. He's marking himself out of the game. Neto is the main man in that Chelsea team. I can't believe what's happened to Chelsea. They're in free fall, and they probably won't do the top five. It's top five this season, and well, these dudes, United, Spurs, and Chelsea are complete. I'd love to say I really would. I don't naturally like the swear stuff. I see a lot of it on the podcast. Um, I do watch a lot of the Spurs walk-alongs. Shout out to the Irish Hotspur. That's great. They're great lads, and obviously I watch loads of Mark Goldbridge. Love what Mark Goldbridge does. I think that he's a great producer. But yeah, Chelsea in sixth, so they're not even in fifth. City will muggle away now that they got De Bruyne, prime De Bruyne, but he's coming up against the Croydon De Bruyne, I think, at Fulham away. So that's going to be interesting, the clash there. Liverpool are fine. They've freewheeled to the title, 13 points clear. So it's Bradley obviously is a big shout there, and we'll see when Trent comes back. Newcastle, they're in third. I think they're fine. They're going to be fine. They're so exciting to watch and see what they're doing. And Forest, yeah, there's Forest. Like you should see their expected goal data. It's absolutely nothing. Um, but they got done there by a great by they got out forested by Everton 1-0. Oh, I don't know if they'll hold on the way they're going. They need Wood to get back to what he's doing because we'll have to see. It's the XG. His XG is catching up with him. So Man City should be fine. I think it's all there for Villa if they can get a run, but they have a very tricky double game week coming up. But they got Newcastle at home and then they got City away or something stupid. So enjoy, and I think that's it. So it's really them top seven. It'll be a fight out for the fifth. Forest could still fall. A lot of teams have lost. Look at all the games people have lost here already. Nines and tens is just generally all down to third in Newcastle. I don't know what's gone on. There's been a massive evening out this year in the Prem. It's just so there. Southampton are relegated. Leicester and Ipswich just eventually their day will come soon. West Ham will, that's just like, cheer up time for West Ham. Wolves, okay, and Spurs and United down there, shocking stuff. And yeah, that's it. Good to just to have. I like talking about football in general, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, get rid of this. Yeah. So let's get back to. Yeah. So happy enough for the 33. Could have been so much more. Didn't get to the 51 where most of the Haaland people did. But a lot of them obviously did the Southampton one there in game week 11 or whatever it was, and that turned out to be Baloneyville, something like 15 points. So I'll take the 33. It's okay, it's fine. The Murphy was the big one. If you add Murphy's points in there, you get 52. But you know what I mean. A take is managed to scramble some sort of a score, got out with a tiny green, if anything. And yeah, let's have a look at the free hit here is active. I just have to do something to. I have to go all out and do this guru thing that people think I have. Okay, if you forgive, I think Raya is just a no-brainer. He's playing all the games, and they look really, really good. I just don't want to stress too much, and I've got plenty of money. I can spread it around. Good team value. So that's Ray in there. So that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine doublers. I wanted Bowen in. I just feel like let's take a chance. West Ham at home, get a bit of, morale. You know, I can't believe it. What is, you know, what is Potter like? He must be looking at that table West Ham must be looking at. We were better under Moyes, but there you go. It reminds me of the Charlton people, Charlton Athletic with Alan Kirbishley years ago. And I remember it was Man United that relegated them then, and they've never been the same ever since again. They got rid of Alan Kirbishley, brought somebody in, I just forget, someone, in the vibe, in the mood. You get these players, that gets or former players, and they get drafted in. Vieira went in and it didn't last long. Who was that other dude? Was it DeBoa? He went in, didn't last long. All these guys in the vibe, and they're very trendy. Da, 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 da. Like, yeah. So that's kind of the Kerblishy effect is. It had so much stability under Moyes, but the fans. It's the fans themselves that forced him out. Moyes didn't want to go, winning the cup the whole lot. They know themselves anyway. And residually, they know themselves about the stadium. It's just not a footballing stadium. It's actually, I've been to it with baseball, Yankees versus Boston, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years ago. And it was a brilliant stadium for baseball, I'll tell you that. I think the game I went ended 16-12, something crazy. It was a great ballpark, um, small ballpark. So I think I wanted Bruno Fernandes in this. I fancy him against Wolves to do something. Jeez, I do. And Cunha. So this Mateta thing, everybody will have him. I shouldn't be fearful, but he's going to do nothing against Arsenal away. It's really a one-game thing, and Glasner is obviously completely done with this Mateta, although his ear is falling off and could actually drop off at any minute, and he's not winning his duels. This is what Glasner said. So one of the podcasts were saying, at it's not, it's a good podcast anyway. I can't remember the two of them, but very very nice guys. They did say using slots excuse as the dual thing get taken off Kwanzaa. So I'm taking that off them, but I liked what they said there. Nice pod. Um, but yeah, so I'm not sure about Mateta and Bournemouth are nitty and gritty no matter what you do. Very interesting team set up for the break. Semenyo's in there. So many Jay Kirkes has had the season of his life. He's been brilliant. Um, Still fancy Munoz to get up and do something possibly. Eze's missed a penalty now. He's been waiting for the keeper to make a move, and he actually just kicked it straight into his hands because he didn't know what to do with at the stage. It's just not, and he's just not a natural penalty taker. And I think at that time, I have to double check this, but was Mateta on the pitch at the time, or was he dropped for the game? Um, it does make a difference because all I saw was the minutes with Mateta. Like how is Eze ended up taking that penalty? It it's and talking about penalties as well. The other game week, Asensio has took two penalties, and Unai Emery is saying Rashford's the number one penalty taker, and Watkins, and I don't know how Asensio has ended up what. Watkins, I have him in my son dream team, and I'm just like, thank God I don't have Asensio. The other dude had, and we'll probably see there. But yeah, Ollie Watkins wanted to take that penalty. And he's not the best penalty taker in the world as well. We've seen him miss loads of penalties as well. So it is an art. I'd love to see this is Murphy. He looks like a Liverpool player. Sorry, I think he would be amazing if Salah goes. This is the guy to get in down the right. Absolutely incredible goal. The first one. It's just like an arrow in the top corner. There's nothing the keeper could do about it. They're so exciting to watch. Newcastle, absolutely mind-blowing team at the moment. And best of luck with Eddie Howe. He scored 25 points as everybody's assistant manager over the two, and the poor lad's in for pneumonia, so he's recuperating, and let's hope he recovers. But yeah, Mateta did start. He got us 56 minutes, and I'm sure of it. When was that penalty took? Live reporting. I don't know, but goodbye exactly. Yeah, goodbye. Sure, you probably if you've watched the game, you know what I'm on about. But there's something stinks about Mateta completely. Not him personally, but the setup. The Glasner's in a bad foul mood, and I wouldn't be surprised if he heralds the changes there. Gehi being sent off the other day, then he gets on and he does an own goal. It's just a cloud. So it seems to me Palace are starting to sink. And also, what's this thing about Areola? Or it's not that's the West Ham. I can never get that Bournemouth managers, Ironine or whatever. Um, the Tottenham thing, and you see where Bournemouth are on the table. Like, there's only about 5 or 6 points. I just don't get Tottenham at all. They just a head wreck. Um, so there you go. So I think I have to think about this more. I was thinking about getting in just Van Dijk for the Leicester game. But I think as you just never know. He'll have a crack. Um, Sar now, I think what did he do? I think he did. I'm not sure about Sar as well. Let's have a look. I wanted Saka in, so I got on Saka, give him a go. Yeah, I suppose there wasn't an awful lot, really. 9 changes from what I got. Well, I'm happy now. I got my 3 Arsenal in. I had no Arsenal before. I just had Gabriel, who I got rid of for Doherty to make up the money for Isak. But there you go. So that's the free hit. I could just leave it because I know loads of people have Mateta anyway, but it's Bournemouth is the only game there really. And if you look at Villa as well with their tough games, the Newcastle at home and Man City away, and Will Watkins start. I can't believe what Emery is just all in on Rashford. It's like he's got some sort of fan love bombing of Rashford. Oh, I mean, it's absolutely. And what's got poor old Ollie Watkins, he's had to, John Duran or whatever, like he's gone now. And then Rashford comes in and it's like the cuckoo, it's poor old Watkins has been cuckoo twice in one season as well. So, I'm devastated for the guy. I have him in my son dream team, and I don't even think he'll start now the next day. Newcastle, Villa now after being knocked out, very admirable win at home to PSG. They couldn't make it up. I think it ended 4-3 in aggregate, but it was very close. They nearly got there. Unlucky for them, 5-4, whatever it was. And yeah, Villa will go all out. So I think there's a lot to play for Villa. So I have to think about it. But if Watkins does play one, he won't play the other. And like Rashford's going back, they're not going to pay the money for Rashford. Like what he's about 360, 70,000. And United are paying half of it or whatever. Villa are not, a top five massive money club in the world globally. They're still kind of, I know they're doing a good job. They got some good signings and Asensio's been brilliant, but these guys are all going to clear off and they're not going to pay for them. So next season, and they go into the Champions League, they'll have to spend some money. And I think John Duran, like, God, he's a good player and he's gone now. And Rashford's come in and he's going to go now. And oh, you want me now? I don't get it. Enjoy it. Have it. Have it. Have it. I just don't think there's going to be. Now, I'm not a crystal ball fortune reader or anything, but I'm not sure about Villa for next season, the way they're going. I don't think Mings is the answer to their Champions League exploits either. But fair play to yeah, um, to the other dude there in the back. I wanted to get him in as well. Well, that Digne could go for the other. So that's that then. So let's have a look. It's 12:15. Christy Nick, yeah, lost. Fair enough, fair and square. I think to himself here. It hasn't updated. Connor O'C one out there. Don't need to go into too much, but he bet me, and this hasn't updated yet, so there's no point going into it. Let's have a quick look. So it's been very exciting in the Christy Nichols Pub Fantasy League. We'll do the review now. And Neil Lacers Carney, they're 60 top 16k, falling back a bit. But loads of people are using chips, and it's all very, very fluid. It's just like quicksand, snakes and ladders now. Um, Loads of people have an assistant manager left and a wild card. There's crazy options. Some people have the traditional ones left, bench booster, um, free hit. A lot of people. That's the most popular one. See, Joey's on the same thing, and the two have basically the same thing. I wonder. Joey's got an 84, which is incredible. Triple captain, but it's kind of bittersweet. It could have been so much more, anything more. No bonus points for Isak against United or Palace tonight, which is a bummer. It's a bit meh, and that's why I've gone for the free hit because I'm just sick of it. I just want to enjoy it and have a crack and just have a punt and go for. Um, yeah, so the Neil, it's your standard. This is like a very, very template. This is the exact sort of team everybody will um go all the way in and do the free hit for 34. Murphy's been incredible. Anyone that's not had Murphy, they're devastated. The Burn, Livermento thing, or the Shar, the points have kind of been spread around, but there were the two, and also Barnes. Who would have thought Barnes? You look at his record before United. It's hard to imagine like how people just went there, but some went there because of lack of funds to get to um, an Isak or a Murphy or something. So yeah, you'll see that it's more or less the same team. Yeah, Consa was the guy I was trying to think of. He got his goal there as well. He's come up with a couple of goals as well, hasn't he? Recently in the Champions League as well. So triple captain, 33 met, so that works out with 11 points on most people who captain. So that's not even a kind of massive win. It's just like it just goes to show the triple captain is and the bench boost could be done now, especially the bench boost. This FA Cup thing has destroyed it now. And pushing these games back in here and there. Um, yeah, it was great to get that big, big, you know, double somewhere down in midweek or whatever. But it's a thing of the past now with the FA Cup getting its own weekend free slot. So that's the way it's going to be. So I'm not sure the future of these two chips now anymore. Triple captain probably stay there. I think the bench boost could definitely. That's the one biggest under threat. We'll see anyway. I hear Mark Suthers, he's a very popular influencer. He's leaving the whole FPL sort of community and podcasting. I really enjoyed watching him and doing their black box and the whole lot. But now it's Mark Suthers is going in to help and work with the Premier League specifically. So amazing stuff. But he's big into other bits and pieces as well, like something like you can't captain um a player more than 3 times in a row or something, like a standard just block or something. So we're hoping he doesn't bring that one in. Oh, can you imagine? So Joey, so it's more or less similar teams. You can see now. So was it the trip cap that made the difference here? There was only a captaincy there for Neil. Uh, a little bit. That was the difference. But these guys are going to be nip and tuck all the way. And it's 4 points there, and it's just going to be. Is there any sort of room for Stevie Strat to fall in there? 50 down. There's always that thing when you got the two horses lead, completely besotted, all out. There's a furlong left. Then and they're concentrating themselves, and there's the third guy that comes in. So not ruling out Stevie Stratford here, Nolan. Knowlesy at all from FPL Duo Draft. Um, So yeah, it's what's it, 54 points down. There's an awful lot. It's nearly something drastic. I look the what I'm going to say perfectly is if you played clear cut, what do all the right things, and you're going to do your free hit, yeah, get through. Everyone's going to do the same thing, so it's all going to be cancelled out. I'm only doing the free hit in 33 because nobody's talking about it. And I'm going to go all in, have a bit of fun, have more doublers, have a crack and Saka, have a crack and Bowen. I might even get in Wan-Bissaka and just play. Uh, you know, Chris Palace's stock has gone, has hit the floor. It doesn't inspire me to have 2 points again from Mateta. So we'll see about that. But looking at this team, apart from Sour Stars and a lot of teams, there's a bit on the bench. He's got a problem with Foden. Yeah or nay, probably be benched again. Saliba's fine, Konsa's fine. So yeah, it's a little bit of a slight twist in the team, but not an awful lot. So it's just not going to get Stevie winning the Christie this year. With these guys here are on it above him and more or less the same team. God, I wasn't looking at the right team here. Tired. So let's have a look at Stevie's team. Yeah. So yeah, he's got the Sar in there. Eze, Mateta, Sakas, fine. Yeah, he did right to bench him. Konsa gets the points there. Yeah, again, yeah. Is it? Yeah, yeah. What I said before kind of more or less stands anyway. They're very, very similar, so it does stand. It's going to be impossible for Stevie there to kind of make any. Has to be a differential call there. It's got the bench boost and free hit, a lot like the of the top three. So dead certain cast iron top 10 top dog anyway there. Owen Collins has been a revelation for quite a few years here now, and he's really, really is he chasing down a touch, wild card and bench boost. We all love doing the wild card and then bench boost and the next day. All them days are done now. There's absolutely you can have a crack at the wild card, but what are you wild carding into? The same players that people are either free hitting or um I don't know. I really don't know. The team is phenomenal. Look at that Shar. It's just absolutely pulling out bangers every time. Our own Bannerman Collins bangers. Yeah, he's pulling out banners all the time. And he's got another banner in the form of holding Shar up and, the flag. Gosh, well done, Owen. Terrific stuff. Always pulling out a good banner. And these are the banner men. Look at the how, like staring me in the face. 23 golden points. It would have been a 65 otherwise. So yeah, it's a funny one. These two, and then Isak's got everybody. Yeah, everyone's got him. So he's losing points on the trippers here. So yeah, fair is fair. The assistant manager is the most powerful chip in the game by far if you get it right. But people have been getting it wrong. A lot of people had the Glasners the last couple of game weeks, and it's just been a total like 0 points versus 23 points. That's just shocking, scary stuff altogether. And it's a mini game within a game now. I'm not. I think it should be one game week, and it does eat up a lot of your 3 game weeks, and you're messing about here and there. So you can't use anything else while you have a chip active. So I think that should definitely just think it should be a 1 week call. That it's too much of a stress and mind. They've put this in the 3 because they might even go to 5 because this gets the people who have I've forgotten about it. Oh, it's Christmas now. I'm bored now. I'm home now. Oh my God! Look at me. I'm top 100K. Done nothing. Put about 5 minutes in the game. Bit of Twitter, and then say, oh, I'm going down the line. It's those guys, the casuals. Yeah, it's the casuals, and that's who they're trying to keep in the game. So that's the reason why it's active after Christmas. So try and get these guys back in they'll be thinking over Christmas, oh, I'm a bit behind. Oh, let's have a look at the team. So I think that's what that's all about. It's not at all been implemented for the regulars or the top 10Kers or any of them. It's the people that the other 4 or 5 million that just give up after when they get a few things wrong or they've used all the chips by October and they're just and just they want to get more bums on the seats, really eyeballs into their sites and games so that they can justify. They just don't want to run a product, for like the top 10 or 100K that are really on it. So Owen, good shout, well done. Have you got your Collins dude in? He's got rid of his Collins, has he? Eventually, he has. See, so he's got everybody in this team. Not many teams has like Jota, Rogers, and Buemo. There's a lot of differentials in there, so he could have one disastrous week, but a lot of very interesting week. It's an exciting sort of setup. Look at with Semenyo there on the bench, but what are you going to do? You would play Jota. Yeah, a very good, strong team. And I think Owen's a dead cert for the top 10. So there you go. He's definitely going to do it. Top 300K as well. It's not to be sniffed at. It's brilliant, brilliant. I've kind of thought about where I'm going to fit. I'm just in about 950,000 now. I'd be lucky to get in the top 600K. I'll have to just see if I can steal a march on people with this free hit next week. A lot of people don't have free hits left. You can see here that Owen doesn't have. So we should be caveating a lot of this, like love bombing the Bannerman until we figure out. Like I don't have the list here, but it's the it's just quick look, the 34 who are the main guys. I suppose it's are Arsenal still involved in something? What is this? I think it's the FA Cup, isn't it? That these guys are blanking. So whoever's in the FA Cup, mine's gone blank now about who's. I had it all written down here. Let's have a look here. Yeah, United are in there. So there's no Man City. There is I think there is Newcastle. No City, no Palace, no Villa. No City, no Palace, no Villa. He doesn't have many City. He's only got Marmouche. He's only got Rogers. He's only got Henderson. He's a goalkeeper. So I love this team actually the way he's got Liverpool will have a game. So I think don't think Arsenal have had a game in there. I don't think I saw here. No, not Arsenal. So I think he can swing it because he'll have a game with Brighton and Forest and This is really good. Well done, Owen. You're going to be fine for 34. You don't need a free hit. Great stuff. He could do well here. It could be a top three. If a little bit of a gap to close. Stevie's too cute and he's going to do all the right calls. But if Owen can hang on to fourth place, you'll get the Kirk Clapp Memorial Cup, which is like it's more like a consolation sort of prize for not finishing top three, and it's to kind of respect my good friend who passed in April 2004. Is little while back, I think, and not four, sorry, 2000. Um, it's 2011. 2011 in California. He's a Man United fan. He was a referee as well in California. Got to know him well, and he was known as Semper Fi. That was the forces. So yeah, just respects to Kirk there. Anyway, I knew him online. We playing like Battle Pirates for. I was mad into that game. It was a PC game. So yeah, so that's fourth. If you can get that as a trophy. So fifth, nobody wants to finish fifth. And bench boost and free hit for Rory Harford, our winner 2023 from Lutsk out in Dublin. Yeah, it's all about Barnes. That must be frustrating. 72 is fine. I got a 72 myself after a -4 from 76. So similar sort of crack. I'm happy enough myself, and I suppose Rory will take it. But the triple cap's been meh. Could have been a lot worse. He's the best player to have picked here, of course. So you got to kind of say, well, at least they picked the best player in the game week. Well, I suppose Harvey Barnes would have been, but a Murphy, but it's hard to do them calls when you got a lot to lose, 300 and odd thousand, and everyone's going to do Isak, and if that works out, then you're done and you're finished. You're down to, you lost 100, 200,000 places, and for what? Oh, I went for Murphy. Um, well, there you go. Connor Hussey, quick look at his team. 85, very good this week. Done me in the King of the Travelers, but hey ho, bench boost and assistant manager, unbelievable. So he should do well. Connor should easily be in the top 10 anyway. There's no way that these guys from down here in the sixth are going to be outside the top 10. It's done. Uh, Diaz, good call there. Some lovely points. No chip played. Look, it's down to him. Probably, if you're not going to use the assistant manager, which was this week and then next week, and then so it's a funny one. It's probably an early word just doing it for the last 3 game weeks. But the bench boost is completely useless. So I would have used that assistant manager this game week on Eddie Howe. That was the call, and then you'd have another double or so, change him for 33. I don't know, on Arteta, and then you have the blank game week in 34, and you're making so much on everybody else with that. We kind of missed the kind of boat there a little bit. Um, I would have done it there, and then just have the bench. You can cartwheel and free all the way to 35, and then you can do your bench boost on something. You know, it's very, very doubtful, and nothing certain now that anybody will get much more now bench boost wise. So it's a bit of a kind of downer end to the season in a way, and also the titles wrapped up, everything's wrapped up, the relegation. It's only, will Chelsea fluff it? Can Villa get back in there? It's just, who cares? It's going to be fun tomorrow night anyway. Holy Thursday tomorrow, and Spurs and Man United need something holy. It's either going to be a holy show tomorrow night or a holy hallelujah for one of them, or neither of them. It's just absolutely disaster clubs, completely, absolute complete disaster clubs. Um, let's have a look at Liam Herr, 77, very good score, very good. Just captaining Isak and made a lot back. Oh, most of his team have returned an assist or a clean sheet. So very good. Does Liam have anything in there to? He's got a bench boost. So yeah, eventually everyone's using the chips. He's holding this position. I think he'll just, like, it's very, very tight here all the way up until Stevie's stretch. So still all to play for if you're outside the top 10. Yeah, and Marky Phillips with the free hit. He'll have, yeah, this is what I mean. Everybody will have the same team more or less. The influencers will nail down the template for 34, and then everybody will get on that and just say, I just can't play like that anymore. Can't do it. That's why I'm doing the free hit in 33. Just want to mix it up. Just not overthink it. I'm making a rule next season. I'm just going to do less. Do less is more. Why not be a Twitter? Just, deadline 5 minutes. No, I've noticed that the more you think about something, the worse it ends up at the end. Because if you don't think about stuff and you let it go, and you got 5 minutes, and you're making decisions which are easier to make because they're snap. when you're sitting down for 2 hours and you're trying to make up a free hit team, it's just and then they oh 2 hours, wow. So Marquis Phillips at 54, quite a bit met. He's fallen back a bit. That free hit, not sure. I'm not sure. Not going forward. The doubles, the Arsenal double here. He's got two of them, and Palace will double, but I wouldn't hold your hat on Mateta or Munoz anymore. So he's got a few doublers in there. Doesn't need to absolutely go to Lula. Um, I don't know what to say. It's just kind of small differentials and bits and pieces. And will Cucurella see it through to the end of the season and get them differential points? He has up to quite a while recently, but it's not going to last. It's Cucurella. It's only a World Cup winner. Um, so yeah, so Markey will have to kind of, as they say, watch his arse. You need to watch your arse down there. It's getting hot. The fire here is Kevin Guru Killer Kilbride, a 125. Oh my God. This transfer of the season, there's been quite a few, but this has to be a Waymo for Harvey Barnes just to get your three. Like, where did he get that from? And you'd think that, Brentford didn't have a completely poor bad game or whatever, but brilliant stuff. He got in this double, and it's an inspired call, and it's yielded a massive reward. 27 points on that alone. It's just phenomenal. And with a wild card and a free hit, yeah, Kevin is, it's definitely he's down in Australia. He has been in contact on WhatsApp and Instagram, and it is tricky trying to get to the time, and just ensure you're not late. Like got Andy Cunyon down there as well, and he's just, been blighted with bits and pieces of, misinformation here and there. So it's hard enough as it is in the game, and then being a different time zone. But Kevin's holding it together. This is the closest I've seen him go all the way in the season, and he's on it every week. And I like the team. There's a lot of color variation. Um, okay, the bench stuff, bench Palmer for a brave call. It ended up the completely right call. He's got 2 points on Solly. You're not benching him, but like some great calls. And you look at João Pedro in there as well. It's just unbelievable game. Top dog of the game week 32 here, and well done, Kevo. He's got when you look at it, like I would always kind of turn my nose up at 425k. Oh God, me, God, I'm not used to it. Well, last 2 years, of course, I'm only a top million or 2 million player now. But beforehand, 10 years, 11 years before the last two I've had, I was always a 330k player, and now I've completely lost it. Just so I'm kind of just not getting blown away with Kevin's season, but when you compare it in the whole overall, well, yeah, there's nothing to stop that he can get a 330k here. I can't really offer any advice where you'd play that wild card, uh, because it's just this game week coming up. Newcastle are in Dublin, so it makes more sense to wild card in 33 and get your 9 or 11 doublers, and then play your free hit in 34, and that should be well enough to get you over the line. But then there's a fine line between doing what everyone else is doing and keeping to the João Pedro line, although he has only one game. I don't trust any of the doublers, even Mateta and Watkins and these people and even KDB to get the double games or even Saka. So I think it's a massive fool's gold. I really do go and chasing the doublers. I'm only doing it, and I'm trying to get short starts. Maybe Consic I should put in the team because he should start both games. He's been incredible form. I like Virgil as well. That's a call I'd want, but they're only single gamers. And what about Munez? Will I get rid of him and just? It's brave. You have to be brave to do this. So we'll have to see anyway. But love the team. He's got the world at his feet, and I think he'll stay. He'll stay in the top 10. He's going to play it right. The enforcer. Look at this for a game week. A bench boost 98. Free hit to come. 33 coming ahead. Bench boost. Oh, Harvey Barnes on the bench. Jesus, the enforcer. Wow, they're all top teners, and that's it. There's no. I think that's it. I think we're kind of done here. Free hit, and he should be fine for 33. Should he be? City or Dublin? He's one in there. Arsenal or Dublin? He's only got one in there. Um, Villa or Dublin. There's no Villa there, and Palace. There's no Villa. So it's going to be a little bit goosed this game week. So he needs to look at 34 and to see can he free wing in there. He has Wood, he has Bowen, he has Cucurella, he has all the Bournemouth. He's set up for 34 anyway. He's sorted. He'll just do a free hit in 33 and get all your dudes in. I think he'll stay in the top. I think it's really done. I think you just have to concentrate on the overall and just get into the if I can get in the top half, I'll just leave it at that. Dara Hunt, 85, triple captain, good score, very good. It's better than your average bear. That triple captained like myself got a 76, 72 really with the hit, but 76 is good score. 85 is very sweet, and the Murphy stuff as well. Anyone who went, one of each striker, midfielder, and defender for Newcastle, they won out rather than the double Newcastle. Greg, so good stuff there from Dara. He'll fight all the way. It's a 267 to But look at that. You can't write off this. It's just finite. There's 11 points there for him to make up. It's going to be a dogfight for the top 10 here. It's just you can say, and then you have a bit of a gap down to me and the boys down here, and Starman. It's just going to be hard. Robbie McCormick has done a bit of activity. I see. It's not worked out this game week. Tried to go differential. And Cyril went with the -8. Tried to do a bit of an overhaul. Got some doublers in. All these are doublers, apart from Virgil. Fair enough. Cyril was 66 altogether. It's a good score now to get into the clubhouse. 66 is a good score now. Starman 77, very good country trade there. Got his free hit. I think it's going under the radar. I think anyone who's watching my podcast, I'm the only one talking about free hit in 33, and I think it's and I'm here for the league. I'm here for everyone in the Christy Nick. I'm here to you're all family basically. You're the community, and look, this is I call it how I see it, and I have a vision. It's just I'm not very, very good at implementing the vision, but I'd like to give a bit of wisdom. Wow, that's lyrics. Good lyrics there. Write a song about FPL, about wisdom. Wisdom. 72, Isak, okay, that's myself, so we know what the story is there. So all the twos for me, and then you got Shamie O'Boyle down there, 62, 82 from Farah Tosmando, from our friend from Zimbabwe, who's his rugby team's Ireland. I've kept banging on about this. Great guy, lovely guy. John C. Halpin, a little bit down. Like he's for a change, he's got chips this year. Usually he uses them so quick, but he's still got a few bits and pieces in the game. He's still in and around. He can flicker his way up there and get past the rabble sort of region I'm in. We'll see anyway. So 83 all in all. Henderson, Murphy, and Byrne. Good call with Murphy. Well done there, John. Um, See, then again, if you look kind of straight away, Wood will be a differential a little bit now, but I don't know if you put, put all your eggs in that nest up on the on a piece of wood there at the moment. I'm not sure where he is with that hip and if he's 100%. We'll have to see. But he'll be good for game week 34. So a lot of the lads will have to go into their teams and analyze the wild card. I'd never do a wild card on 34 because you, you want the other guys back. Look, you just have to kind of analyze it a bit anyway, folks. Andy Cagnon, loads of chips. He's done a bit of activity, souped up on Palace, and then got just how many pucks in the draw? Three pucks in the draw. Like it's shocking. 8 points for the three of them. Just I'm not very. If I'm doing a free hit, I don't. I'm really talking myself on Mateta. Sure, like he's the price he is for a reason. It was 7.6 or something like that. He was seven. Like he's not. He's never going to be an Isak or anyone. He's Mateta. He's streaky. He goes. He's not in streak now. Um, I don't fancy it. I don't fancy them against Bournemouth or Arsenal. I think it's only Munoz because of how high he is up on the pitch. But if he doesn't score, he's going to absolutely hemorrhage your points. Like there has been loads of points this season. Palace are conceding two or one or whatever, and he shouldn't get any return, but he's scoring a goal or an assist. And this season he's been unlucky with not being rewarded with so many good efforts. So look, I probably will hold on to him anyway and die in the cross of getting rid of Mateta. He probably that's not. I'm overthinking that. Uh, David McNamara, three chips intact. He'll be upset a little bit with this season the way it's gone. He's not normally down here, but he's three chips left, a lot to do. Um, yeah, look, it's easy to leave your chips on the line and I'll just freewheel it, and I'll think about it next week. After the team's fine this way. You can do that. It takes a lot of effort to get in and have a good look and plan all this stuff. This year has been the hardest year ever to plan anything chips wise. People have been holding off. It seems to me if you went earlier, like with the Haaland stuff, and like people did get the hat tricks from him earlier on. It's just that Southampton game that was and it's not kind of sexy playing a triple captain in one game week. It's hard to get your mind around that philosophy. So maybe we're going to have to kind of start thinking this way. It's crazy, but I just think too many games, too many cup games. If they're all in the cups, they're all going to be rested. There's too many soft muscle injuries now in the game. Uh, I do definitely do believe that it's just something to do with all these games. Yeah, they get paid millions and billions and a whole lot, but not many people are Harry Kane or Saka or KDB. So they deserve it because they provide a massive entertainment and skill and talent. So, but then they're used and then they're injured for a month or two or whatever. It's just there has to be something done about this. Really does. I really do. Donny O'Brien has kind of fallen back and gone away a bit, but now it's 85. Triple captain. Like I'm sitting in 15th. Donny's in 20th, and I think there's only 27 points in there. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying that because I miss Donny. I want Donny near me. I feel comfortable. I felt like once he kind of fell away a bit, I kind of stuttered a bit. And when we were both, have we both met our level for the season? Is that just basically what we're saying here? We got up to the level and we've reached our level and we're just leveling off like a good pint of plain. We're just plain players. Look, Pope good enough. He gave away the penalty and then he saved it. So that's kind of insider trading for me. Sorry now, but you shouldn't get the points for that, man. You give away the penalty and then you get the penalty points. That's a setup. That's a setup, bro. But anyway, well done. Good, very good returns from the Newcastle lads. I just think they're an amazing team. So exciting to watch. It's great to be a Geordie now at the minute, isn't it? Not that I'm going to go there anytime soon. I'm happy enough with what I'm doing at the minute with United. We'll get back. I believe. I trust in Ruben Amorim. Um, Ishmael Sarr. Yeah, fine. Interesting stuff on the bench that will help him later on. So well set up for next week. He's got his triple Arsenal. He's got his Man City. Yeah, and Donny's doing it the right way. He's playing it well, true and fair. He's got a couple of transfers in the bank. You know, he's. I think he's in. I think he can get up a minimum top 800k. I would be hoping for Donny and all these guys here. David McNamara. I think fair play to you guys. You're down in 20 and you're flicking away and doing the best you can. I love that. I really do. Anything else to think about? He's got a free hit in the bench boost. This is pretty, yeah, 34. He's well set up for 33 for the doublers. Fair enough. He should get, like, for I did in the free, I'd probably end up the same score as Donny. I'll see if that happens next week. But yeah, the bench boost, you can play it anytime you want. So actually, it doesn't make a difference. I'm going to leave it to the last game and we could just have a little boost. It's called a bench boost. Ryan Warden, 63, a bit meh here, we'll think. Another good player, loads of chips left. There's a bit of activity from Jason McGoldrick in 55, didn't quite work off. Trying to go a bit differential. You are like people do, what is Haaland doing there? Jason's popped in anyway and said hello. Stay with us, Jason. Get your assistant manager done. Oh, it's a hard one to call because your wild card you can set you up to get in to mess around with your funds and then get in somebody's 1.5 million manager like Arteta, and then you can twiddle the funds to get your assistant manager. So you can use the wild card to kind of flick away and think about your system manager. This takes an awful lot of thinking. It's not just like turn up and play it in the first 3 game weeks of the season or the last 3. But there might be a double in 36 or 37. So there is opportunities for the bench boot or the assistant manager. There really is down the straight. You probably will end up with getting 4 games rather than the 5 that most people got already. So yeah, Ross 118 O'Hara 97 wild card, so much activity, loads of people are at it, and he hasn't given up the goose. His bench boost left 1.5 million player. Hopefully, yeah, that's a very good. Oh yeah, I can't really sum it up too much. Look, Elnori, fair play, good pick. Palmer still in there. I'll have Palmer to the end of the season as well. Like the team, Shao Pedro in there. Popey again, insider trading. And yeah, that's a good team. Well, I think Ross has had a look at it and just don't accept 1.5 million. That's all I'm saying to you guys. Just get in there and fight and this is the Christy Nixon League. This is the one they should all be in. This is the one to win. Jeez, can Neil Acer Carney do it twice in a row for the Carney Mafia? So the Phillipses will be looking back there and say, what the hell's happened this year? We have the 2 mafias, the Phillipses and the Carney Mafia. So Carney says, well, I think it was Doctor's Road, is it? The Kilkenny colours, the yellow and amber they were playing, and you can't beat the black and red. Bracklow. There you go. No. Dad was born in Bracklow. That's my claim to fame. And so was my grandmother, Agnes Dyer. That's my stock now, so I've got blood in there. Under me Cucurella. That's a lovely name. Cucurella. Yeah, fair play, good stuff. Yeah, interesting. Adam Hickey's team there. 104 bench boost, lovely jubbly. 18, oh, it's lovely. 27 points in the bench boost. That's Brilliant. It's lovely hurling there. If Adam is a hurler, I think he could be a footballer if he's from Brickens. Um, if he's them Hickeys, I'm thinking about. Good stock there. So good stuff. Well done, bud. This is just a shout out to you and wildcard and assistant manager to play. Loads of points to come. Like I'm up to 20. You can get up to where I am, no doubt about that. I mean, like in top 15. Yeah, just get top 15 in the Christie not to be sniffed at. So I just want to keep in that top 15. I'll get a hat anyway, but it won't be registered. You have to be a top tenner to be registered caps. I've only officially won two caps out of the last 5 years now. I'm not going to win one this year. So that's not kind of where I was, you know. Uh, but it's just got better. Younger skin in the game. Gen Z, millennials, they're killing me. What the hell are the alphas going to do to me? Yeah, yeah. So David Cunyon, 79, good stuff, bro. Have to keep going now. It's just 1 o'clock. It's too long. This pod, nearly an hour and a half. So yeah, it's a shame. Can't really get too much on Hughie Carney. Done his Howe chip there, 79. That's done you well. So I think Howie he got his 25 points into you, 23. So that was what made it up there for you. Isak, captain. It's a bit met like, triple captainers have eaten half that what Howe got. It's just all a great leveling that's going to happen over the next few weeks. And people have different combinations of chips. But these dudes, loads of them here, have all their chips intact and they're just freewheeling it. Not much activity. But well done, Hughie Carney's keeping an eye on things. If you're in a cross country race and you've got the five Carneys, like Hughie, your position is just as important as it's the last position of the five. So keep it up because you'll have the other four cheering you home, and then you win the whole cross. Um, just that's the way I would think of it. Owen Rowe, 47. Ouch, 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 ouch. A wild card from Ja Carney. And where's Cahill? Jeez, Ja won it last year. Oh, what the hell, Ja? I just have to kind of oof. So that's the other. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, are the other guys? There's a big difference, isn't there? Like, 65 there, wild card, Isak for Ja, last year's winner. Kieran Kiley, 65. Tommy John, 69, a former top threer in 2017. Well done, Tommy. You're in the hat as a top dog. Maresca, he's a Chelsea dude. Well, that didn't work out. What the hell happened there? He got 2 points. Yeah, that he won't be happy with that. Got the draw and the 2 points, three for draw. It wasn't a table bonus, so it's five. Eddie Howe, he's been busy this week, although he's been in hospital. Another 23 points there for Jack Malone, the dancer. He's got up a bit, and he'll play it through, and he'll try, which is what I like to see. The guys, just all the way. A lot of freewheelers here anyway. They're just on their uni cycle and they have everything. I'm not going to name call you guys, but you do make me laugh when I see all these chips down there. Nothing done, absolutely no thinking, no nothing. But thanks for clicking the button and entering the Chris Nixon, boys. Really appreciate it. These dudes have been trying away, plugging away, and these dudes here with all the chips are just, what's the big deal? Why did you pass me? Are you any good at FPL? Sean Shaky Harris shouldn't be there in 47. I've been there. I've been here all before. Yeah, I was here. This has been me for the last 2 years. Apart from this year. So what did I do in this situation? I tried to go a bit more differential, of course, because you got nothing to lose now at this stage. And there you go, Glasner. Let's have a quick look. Duncan went for the Glasner effect, and it just kills you. Chip kills you. 78 is a terrific score. Captain and Murphy and everything. Well done. Great shout for 2018 Chris Nixon Pub Champion. I like that. Mad Ensign. Love that. Good play in the name. Sorry now I've been blowing Madison out the window the last while, but I do have a look at Spurs and what they're doing. I go to the games and the season they get older. I do clap and not shout, but I clap and I'm respectful. Well done, Tottenham. Yeah, I'm there. Like, I'm not a negative influence, when I go there. But yeah, it's just a great experience to go to that stadium and see all the crack is. And win, lose or draw, I'm winning. 38. Well done, unbelievable. 30, 40 points then, and it's just twos, ones. It's like binaries. Looking at computer binary zeros and ones, and then bang, bang. João Pedro. Yeah, penalty. Wow, yeah, penalty. Well done. Yeah, Macy's a great guy, João Pedro. He's the penalty king. Yeah, I think he should. Yeah, Palace should go and just buy this dude, and just yeah, that's what they should do in the Premier League. Should bring on special teams like the 11 you have in the squad. Ask somebody in the crowd to go out and take the penalty. You have that chip, like in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You said, well, ask the crowd who wants to take it. Anyone on the bench can take it, and you can do that if you want. Yeah, it'd be great. I think a lot of people in the crowd could take a penalty. Better than what Eze done on telly, bros. But yeah, Shujao is what's it? Isak got 25 this season now. But I reckon Zhao's probably more or less the same in penalties took this season. Ivan DeMello, 54, whatever. There's a little bit inactivity. James, I don't know what's happened here. So minus 20. He's had a crack anyway. 5, and he's done. So he's had basically a wild card there. You can leave the 5 free transfers and then do 3. So that's 8. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 8, 4. So he's gone all in, and I wish Christy Kilcourse, someone was here to see this, man. It's a 37, and was it Marmouche fine, Rogers, Rashford fine, not sure about Gibbsy, Dallo, not sure, Wham, Bam, no thank you, ma'am, and Robinson. Hello, Mrs. Robinson. Trent, yeah, there's a lot of kind of baloney. I wouldn't have got rid of Bone, or would now. I would have tried to get rid of. I don't know. It's just I can't think. You've done it now, but just keeping the crack in the game and have a roll of the dice. Just don't come last. So good stuff, Jamesy. Do the best you can up the Ross. Oh, there you go. This heck could be any county that's tipper up the tip. This come Tipperary. 66 clickety kicks. Oh, sorry, Kate. That's not 62. Was it? Yeah, I just want to thank all the guys for entering this year and Christian Nick, and that's more or less what we got for you. It's not much to say in the Sun Dream Team really shouldn't go. I could wrap it up now. There, no video this week. Just actually, I woke up went to sleep at 4 today and got up at about 9:30. Halfway, missed most of all that Newcastle. It's just too much stress, sitting through there and hoping Isak score, and he scores the 5th. That would have drove me crazy today. I'm happy. Yeah, I think that's what I like to do is just not go through the stress of it. I know they say stress is a killer, and that's not why I do these things. I just can't be arsed. I've been there so many times throughout my life where I'm just stressing over, and it's just no point stressing because it's going to happen, which way it's going to happen, and you can't change it. So yeah, Isak was the best call. I've still got a few bits and pieces to get on there. Out of 260,000 players in England at the moment, I'm about, look, it's basically about 350,000 people in the Sun Dream team, and I'm top 5K. So that, I know I'm doing this. I like this thing. I am second now, but it's only equal points in the Redbridge thing. It's all to play for, and we have all these same players still left. So there's going to be no change unless Onana. I heard he's dropped again, so he's done. I've got rid of Onana for the next game week in the Sun Dream team. Not going to say who I have got in now, but just playing a queue. 62 points, fine. Yeah, I love the game because there's less stress of it. All you do is you just all you have to do in the Sun Dream is just try and pick a player that will start both games. Cucurella hasn't been starting both games. Onana's done, cooked. Porro hasn't been starting both games. This is where, but most people have been going wrong with this. It's just hard to get it right. Fernandez will play all the time. Diaz was really good. Keeping with him. No Salah. What's this Mateta thing? He has a double. Salah's got Leicester. I'll have to. Well, we'll have to see what I go there. But you're only allowed to have two free transfers every single game week, and you can build them up to five. I think if you roll three, four, five. But most people just feel fine at just two, and you don't need to build up. So that's the story there with that. So I can leave it there, Roisin. Um, it's just one of those podcasts that's a ramble. Hopefully, just make it a little bit enjoyable. And thanks for bearing with us. I'm the guru who took you through another review. Glad it's done. Happy Easter to you folks. We've got Holy Thursday tomorrow, Good Friday, Easter Sundays, and Easter Monday. Get your eggs in. Happy holidays for you guys back home in Ireland and across the world. Most of us will have the bank holiday. I'm working all the days for the council here. Get some overtime in, but also get a bit of church time in and get some gig time in later on the 23rd. I have, and other little gigs here to go to in Camden as well. I'm thinking about doing a podcast about Camden and exploits and this and that. I think I'd rather just do like a vox pop thing, meet people in Camden and just talk about music. But yeah, football as well. So a bit of an all rounder and lots of interests and hobbies. Right. So yeah, better just finish this. Thanks, folks. Go out.